Our eyes can see so many colors, but do you know your dogs or cats or many other animals sees the world like this or this? Thanks to Almighty, we are not like that, but we can use this in a very artistic way, and this is exactly what we are going to do today and turn this image into something like this. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dexplorion. I am Didi, and for those who don't know, this channel is all about designing in Photoshop and sharing the process with you, and along with that we explore various tools, techniques and tips and tricks which can improve your workflow and level up your graphic design game. The duotone effect has its roots in printing, where it was used to create an image with two contrasting colors, often to enhance mood or highlight details. It became popular for its striking modern aesthetics, especially in graphic designing and advertising. Photoshop offers various tools to create this effect, allowing us to experiment with different color combinations and blend modes to create an artistic and unique result. Today I am going to show you a fun and easy way of creating a duotone effect using the channels in Photoshop, which allows for precise control over the tonal range of the image. By isolating the specific channels like red, green and blue, you can manipulate the highlights, midtones and shadows of the image. So without any further ado, let's dive in. We'll start off by creating the canvas of our choice, and we're gonna bring in the image onto the canvas. Resize the image so that it fills up the whole canvas, and I'll keep the subject in the image a little off center. And if you are curious where I got this image from, this is from pexels.com. This is a website where you can get tons and tons of free stock images for your projects, and I have also provided the download link of this image in the description. We are all set, and now we straightway go to the channels panel here adjacent to the layers panel, and here we will find these red, green and blue channels along with the RGB channel, and our work here is to click on them one by one and select the one which would be closest to the end result we want it to look like. It's totally subjective, so choose the one you like the most. I like the green channel, it's kind of look balanced to me, not too dark, not too bright. And now we have to make a selection of this channel, and how do we make that? We'll hold the controller command key on the keyboard and click on the icon of the green channel here, and it will get selected. We'll see the marching ends along the selection. Then go to the layers panel and click here to add a solid color adjustment layer. But there is no change in the image, isn't it? This is because we have the white color selected here. So now if we pick a different color, it will show up. Keep in mind we are applying the color to the highlights of the image here. Select a color which is lighter or brighter. I'll be selecting a shade of yellow. Another thing you will notice that the selection we made earlier is automatically applied on the layer mask of the solid color adjustment layer. Now for the shadow areas, we'll apply a different color, and for that we will select the image layer and apply another solid color adjustment layer on top of that. The white color you see here are the shadow areas. We don't need any layer mask here because it will stay beneath the first color fill layer. And now we're gonna select a color for this area, and it will be a dark one. I'm going to select a darker shade of teal. This is totally a non-destructive process, and you can change the colors or do any adjustments at any point of time. If you feel that any of the color is little too much, then you can adjust the opacity of the color fill layer to get the desired look. Wasn't it fun? Such a simple process, and you can completely transform the look and feel of your image. We'll enhance it even further, but before moving on, I would request you to hit that thumbs up button just down there. Of course, if you have liked the video, and if you are interested in similar contents, then please subscribe the channel and do not forget to press the bell icon to receive all the notifications for my future videos. And now to give the image a little punch, we are going to add a levels adjustment layer at the top and hold these sliders on the left and bring it slowly towards the right, and it will make the shadows little more darker. Then hold the right slider and bring it towards left, and it will make the highlights even brighter. Basically what we are trying to do here is add some depth and drama into the image. After that we'll go and click on this drop down here, and I'm going to select the green channel here because we don't have any red here in this image, and again adjust the sliders a little. You can also adjust this slider and you will notice some changes in the colors as well. Then we're gonna select the blue channel and again adjust the sliders to get the desired results. I'm done, and now we'll select all these layers and convert them into a smart object and rename it as image. Our image is ready, and now we're gonna spice up the things a little with some more elements and filters. The first thing I'm going to do is draw a triangle on this, and for that we have to activate the triangle tool. We're gonna change the fill color, and I'm going to select the shade of purple here. We don't want any strokes here, so we'll keep it to none and draw a triangle like this. Make it bigger, rotate it and hold the shift key and drag it by this anchor to resize. The shift key will make the triangle a scaling triangle, which means the sides will be of different lengths. And now we'll change the blend mode of the triangle to multiply. Let me refine the triangle a little more. I'll change its opacity a little. I don't really like the color, so I will make some changes to the color as well. I'm going to keep it like that. And now we'll be adding some textures to the poster. For that we'll add a new blank layer and place it just above the image layer, and now we have to fill it with white color. Since white is our background color here, we'll press Alt or Option plus backspace and our layer is all white. Then we're gonna convert it into a smart object and then go to filter and click on filter gallery. In here we go to the sketch folder here and click on halftone pattern. Choose the pattern type circle, and now we can adjust these sliders. I've kept the size 5 and contrast 50. The lines are smooth here, but we don't want that, so we'll add one more filter and it will be torn edges. We have got 3 sliders here and we're gonna adjust them one by one to achieve the desired results. I'm done, but you can go on till you are satisfied. And now we'll change the blend mode of this layer to multiply. This is too much prominent, I want it to be a subtle, so I will set the opacity to 10%. Let's turn off the visibility of the triangle layer for a while and resize the texture layer a little. The texture is gone, but don't worry, this is temporary since we have activated the transform tool. After we are done and click on the confirm button, it will be back, and now I will reposition it a little to the right like this. Turn back on the triangle layer, and now I want this texture to appear just on this area, that is on the triangle. For that we'll make a selection of the triangle and then add a layer mask to the texture layer, and it's done. Next we'll add a border to the poster, and for that we'll take the rectangle tool, set the fill color to none. For strokes I'll choose white, you can choose any other color. For the size of the stroke I have taken 5 pixels, and now we draw a rectangle like this. Our border is done, and in the next step we're gonna work with some text. For that we will click here and select the vertical text tool and click anywhere on the canvas to type in our text. For this I have selected the font Montserrat and the style will be semi-bold italic, and we will reduce the spacing between the characters a little. I'll make it bigger so that we can work properly. Then we take the rectangular marquee tool and make a selection of the half of the text like this and add a layer mask to our text layer, and half of it is gone. We then make a copy of it by pressing Ctrl or Command J and keeping the layer mask of the copied text layer selected. We're gonna press Ctrl or Command I to invert the mask, and we have the opposite side of the text. Then we'll hold this text layer and move it slightly down and to the right to give it an effect like this. To enhance it even further, we'll select the original text layer and double click on the blank space here to open the layer style dialog box and click to add a drop shadow. We can move the shadow like this, and then we bring the original text layer to the top, and now the effect is showing up. We can now go back to the layer styles and play these sliders and adjust it even further and go on doing it till you are satisfied. I'm done here, and now we'll select both these text layers and press Ctrl or Command G to group them together and rename it as Jomo, and now we can reposition and resize them together. I'll place it here, and lastly we'll be adding another piece of text and place it here at the top. And this completes our poster for today. Now it's your turn. Experiment with your favorite color and create your own duotone masterpiece. If you have any questions about this video or ideas for future videos, let me know in the comments and I'll try to make it up to you. In the next video, I'll be tweaking this effect and taking this to another level, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, keep creating and enjoy the beautiful thing called life.
So perfect and bright, your presence brings color to life. Every feeling